Hi, this is Kevin with KGMJAM, owner of Pro Advertisers Club, totally free site to advertise. Go to proadvertisersclub.com. Join for free today. Start advertising for free. Okay, this is how you transfer your HRO collection over to Kolex. If you have not made up a Kolex account yet, go do so first. And if you haven't, it's right here. Well, basically, the first thing you're going to do is go to your HRO account on your laptop, okay, on your PC. Don't try to do it on your mobile. Go there, log into your account, and then under instructions, it's going to say create an account for Kolex. So if you already have one, don't worry about it. If you don't, just click on that. It will open up Kolex, and then you will open up an account, and then come back to here. It says here your migration code. See underneath there? There's a little eyeball. You click on that, it exposes it. Don't share that with anybody. Copy it, then just go over to here, and in this box here, I've already done it, it's going to say enter the code. You copy and paste into it, click accept, and then it takes 24 hours to migrate. I've just started about 5 minutes ago. It's that simple. And once you're over there, then they got market. I mean, everything that was going on the HRO platform will be on the Kolex platform. Kolex is who made the HRO platform. They just didn't renew the contract with the HRO people. So it's the same people as far as who was making it in the first place. They were just a third party, though. In that case, now they're I guess you'd call them the first party, because they've taken it back from the company that was running it, or that decided to do that had the contract with DC and brought it back to Kolex. So pretty much everything you can do over there, as far as, unless I'm wrong, let me know, buy, sell, trade, whatever. The big question we're all having is, is Kolex going to take advantage of this and do something with these cards, or get the DC contract back and continue? And if you watched one of my previous videos, they actually contacted me back when I sent them in support asking them that. They said they're going to do something. They just don't know yet. So I kind of feel bad for everybody who fire sold all, or panicked and fire sold all their cards, because the game's not over yet. Okay, so there you are. It's that simple. Get it done. There's no time limit right now, as far as I know. Or if there is, I think it was July. Let's see if they say it. Starting May 27th. Okay, that was last week. You've got till August 31st, okay? And then this site will shut down permanently. This is just the old HRO site. So everything that is on here is migrating over to here. There's no cost. It's free, which every platform that does something like that should do it. Now, they're in a different situation. I guess it was a lot easier. But that is happening because Topps NFTs just closed down. But they would pay or take care of it for you to migrate it over to OpenSea, which I did. So, in fact, I opened up an OpenSea account just for my Topps NFT cards. And because in the very early days, they were just rug pulling us. DraftKings was the last one who has kind of come through, but they didn't do as well as like what Kolex is doing here, where they've already got the platform for you to transfer it to. DraftKings just wants you to get it off their platform. And so they're providing you with the keys, but you got to pay to transfer everything. Which, if you have a lot of stuff like I did, you're gonna have to pick and choose. You can't afford to send everything over. Now, it is on Polygon, I believe, so it's a nightmare. It can be, but this is probably one of the nicest, easiest transfers I've done on. So they're getting better, and I think other platforms are going to have something like this. So in case if they do go under, at least you have a way to transfer it to something else. So there we go. Candy just got bought out by Futureverse, so which is like the third or fourth buyout. So I've been with the DC platform since its inception, before it even went over to Candy, when it first opened up. And I think this is the fourth transfer to a different company. And even though that's not the greatest thing, that they got to keep selling out, because it means they're not making it. It's good that you're able to move it to someplace else where you can continue till they finally do get everything together. And you always hear we're here early, we're here late. I thought we were early, but I didn't realize we were this early. I mean, we're going on 4 or 5 years now that the NFT universe or metaverse is just, is it there? Yeah, it's for real. It's just how much longer is it going to take for it to get to where it's a mainstream, where everybody just accepts it. I don't know. I thought I knew. I thought we were within months. When I first started, I thought we were there. Then I started thinking weeks, and then months, and now years. So, my advice, and this is not financial advice, is just whatever you got, hang on to it as best you can. I know, if they got a place for you to send it to, send it. Open up a Coinbase wallet, send it to their OpenSea. I use Coinbase, so I recommend Coinbase. But I know there's other ways to do it with other wallets. But get it someplace where you can at least store it safely, and just forget about it until it does kick in, because you might not realize you're sitting on something that is eventually one day tremendously valuable, is what we all hoped when we got into this. And but the one thing I'm realizing now that I did it is how much fun that it can be. And as they add new stuff, a lot of these platforms I'm on 47, 48 different platforms. I spend probably my time on 10 of them, and then check back in on the other 36 just to make sure they haven't disappeared or going under. And so you just never know, because everything's so limited because of the markets being so, a couple thousand here. It started out, when it first started out, it was 100,000. Now they're down to like 2,000-3,000 mints, sometimes less than 1,000. And so I'm calling this the age of the low mint, because remember, this is accessible to the whole world unless their government restricts it for some reason. But let's just say, as long as you got internet, anywhere in the world you have access to this. So the stores you have on all these platforms is open to the rest of the world. And when it becomes mainstream, or it takes off, 1,000 mints ain't going to be enough. When you got 1 million people wanting this stuff, let alone maybe 1 billion one day, because it's so easy, and they're only going to make it easier, that because you carry it around in your pocket, it's wherever you go. It's a hurricane can't destroy. I'm not saying something can't happen on the internet, but I'm just saying people are going to start realizing that this is a store of value. And once they accept that and trust it, that's what we call the floodgates, right? And again, I don't know how far away that is, but a NFT that you bought for $1 could be worth tens of thousands of dollars one day, because just there's so few of them. And if you got something that's a grail, then you're going to be sitting pretty. And maybe you have to give it to your grandkids. I don't know, for somebody to get to that point. I don't know how much longer it's going to take them. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got any questions or answers, please leave below. If I made any mistakes, let me know. I try to keep that as simple as possible on how to transfer it. And I will make a video tomorrow or the next day on how the transfer went. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.